1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome folks, Possum here. I have been showing you several previews over the past week of several new game match types not normally found in WWE 2K15. Now to access these game types, I'm going to show you a bit of tools that I've created. Now you're going to have to follow a few links here. We have Possum Mods, that's where you will get these CT files. You will want the match types 2 and the player select 2. The original match types cheat table will actually still work with this tutorial, but is not necessary, as I've incorporated a different method in match types 2. We also need the match edit 15 table. Let me open that up here. Now this is a set of values that you will figure out in a little bit. And then the last one is the 2K15 table. That is for the match information for the superstar memory table that so many people use that you can see up here. So we're going to minimize those. Going to leave this right up here for you to keep these in mind, and going to open up WWE 2K15. Now we need to actually attach these tables to the game, so I'm just going to double click the file right here, and Sheet Engine is going to pop up somewhere. It's over here. You can see there's a couple of values here. Going to first attach it to the game. And now we've got some values in here. You do want to keep the address list. Now the first match I'm going to show you here is the Tag Team Tables match. Now the first step you want to do is actually go to this match modifier array. Now I've got these split up into different game types. We want a tag team match, and we want a tag team table match. So we want to go to the match modifier array, select it all, copy. Now you can do this by simply selecting the cell and hitting Control C. You see the little lines around the edges will tell you that you've copied it. And now you want to go to the tag team match array, double click that, and paste. And you'll have that there. You want to hit OK, go back to the game, and save. Okay, so after we've saved the match array, we want to go back to the game and go to a 4-man tag team match. Select a few superstars just to fill in here real quick, just for demonstration purposes. Now we need to go back to the match edit table and grab this match number for the match that we want, tag team table match. That's going to be number 69. We want to replace this match type number up here near the top. I'll double click that, hit OK, and hit start match. And now you can see that we have a tag team table match, and it'll actually announce that as a tornado tag table match. And you can also do this in both universe mode or in a title match, as you saw in my demonstration video. In universe mode, what you want to do is set this value and then save the match. And then you can exit it, and then it will act like any sort of normal match type.
Is a table match on the way to the ring.
Okay, so after the tag team table match, the next matchup was the one-on-one ladder match. So we're going to go over to 1v1 and ladder match, copy over this match modifier array once again, and this time we're going to go to single match array. Double click that, paste it in, hit OK, and that'll modify it to the numbers that you need. You go back to my WWE, change Adam Rose's brand for the millionth time. One-on-one match, normal. We gotta go once again for demonstration purposes. And it is match number 55. Now, the one-on-one type is actually match type 0, so don't be afraid of that. So just gonna save that. If you want to do multiple ladder matches, something that is very helpful for some of these is actually hitting this active. What that'll do is, even if you exit this menu and go back and then go back into the match, it'll automatically set it to a match 55, which will be that ladder match. So you can actually set it beforehand if you know exactly what match you are doing, if you are in a different type of match. So we're just going to start this matchup as a demonstration.
The following contest is a ladder match. Making making his way to the ring.
Okay, back to the menu. Now we're going to do a triple threat match, the steel cage match. You can either select steel cage or pin and give up steel cage. I want a climb out finish, so I'm going to select this one. You can actually see here that this fourth fight is what determines if pinfalls or submissions are allowed. So if you wanted a ladder match with the pins and submissions allowed, you can go into triple threat match array, and when you paste it, hit OK and go back in here. This fourth one here, if you want to turn pins and submissions on, you want to turn it to 1. If you wanted to turn it to pins only, type 2, or if you want to add submissions, you can type in 3. Now that can actually make it so you can have competitors try to make your opponent quit instead of, say, leaving the ladder. And that can add some interesting match opportunities. So now we're going to go into my WWE and save that. Alright, back to play. Triple threat. Normal. So this will actually give us the opportunity to climb out of the cage. Previously I have had a match table which allows you to put a cage around the ring, but the AI or you could not actually interact with it. But as you can see in my demonstration video, Daniel Bryan was able to leave the cage for the win there.
The following triple threat contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring.
Okay, now we're going to go on to the 6-man Extreme Rules Elimination Match. This one gets a bit more interesting here. So, I'm actually going to go back to the table and go to Fatal 4-Way and grab the rules for the Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules Match. Now I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to put it in the 6-man Battle Royal match array. So that is the match type that I have selected for you to use for 6 players. So I'm going to hit OK to save these rules, but I'm going to reopen them and edit this third from the last one. What this does is changes the game from a normal match to an elimination match. So I want to save that, and you can actually expand this a bit. You can see the end there, 1 and 1, 2 at the end. So I've gone and saved that. We're going to select that 6-man Battle Royal. And we're going to go in here. Now once again, I had match edits previously, but this actual Extreme Rules match allows you to exit the ring. Somehow with this Battle Royal, no matter what match rules you actually edit, they will not be able to leave the ring due to the sort of advanced match rules. But we're able to edit that now with this match type number. So I'm going to actually select this Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules, this 80 number, and put that in here. So this will actually say that it's a Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match, and I believe it also said that in my demonstration video. So you can see here right at the loading screen that it says Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules, but what the game does is actually will load the extra characters you've selected. So the game has a byte that determines whether a character has been selected or not.
The following Fatal 4-Way contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring.
So the game will handle these extra characters in different ways depending on what actual match you select and how many are in the match already. So with this Fatal 4-Way, they'll just load the 2 extra guys right in the middle here they can see. So we've got the 6 men effectively how exactly we want them. So we're just going to go back to the menu now. Okay, so next up is the 3-team TLC match. So we're going to need to copy over the match modifier array, go back here to go to the 6-man Battle Royal, because we're going to be selecting 6 superstars. Going to edit that. There's a couple different ways to actually select this match, but we'll go over that in a minute. We're going to go into, well, first we have to save. I want to make sure to save, as you can sometimes end up messing up the game. Well, not messing up the game so much as you'll sometimes have matches that can't be finished. It'll just go on forever. So we're going to go to the 6-man Battle Royal and select our superstars. And actually, just going to double check here. The match type number that I selected earlier, 73, is in there. So this is going to be a Tornado TLC match. And you're going to want to wonder how we're going to get these guys to be on teams. So let's select, say, Alberto Del Rio there and Bray Wyatt here. And Alberto Del Rio is going to tag with himself. And then Bray Wyatt is going to tag with Luke Harper. And we're going to have Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, not Bret Hart. So we've got these 6 guys already selected in here. They're all ready, but they're not on teams. So what you need to do is select my player select table, connect that to the game. You want to keep the code list, and now you've got a way to actually select what team they're on. To the left top, Alberto Del Rio is on Team 0. Right top, Bray Wyatt is going to be on Team 1. Left mid, the second Alberto Del Rio is going to also be on Team 0 to be on teams with the original Alberto Del Rio. Right mid, Luke Harper is also going to be on, double click the wrong area, Team 1. And we need these last 2 to be their own tag team number 2, which is the third tag team in the match. So you don't want to actually close this other cheat table. You want to usually keep it minimized, just as a note. But this is your player select table. This is how you select what team each player is on. So we've already set the match type and we've set the teams now, so we're going to start the match out. And now you can see that they're only loading 4 guys because it's set as only a tag team, as we saw earlier with the 6-man tag.
The following Tornado Tag Team Contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. On the way to the ring,
so you actually want to make sure to set those particular teammates in those spots, as the way the game loads doesn't depend on what team they are, it depends on what slot you selected them in. So the 2 Alberto Del Rios will be on the top left, so that'll be the sort of left top, and left mid will be on the top left side of the ring, and the mid right and the top right will be at the bottom right hand of the ring. And since the 2 bottom characters are extra characters, as we saw in the other match, they will be set in the middle of the ring. And that's the best way to actually get the 3 teams sort of set up. So we're going to take this actual character select table and do a bit more with it in just a moment. We're going to be going to a 1v3 handicap match. So I need to grab that in this other table, so you can see the Royal Rumbles later. You don't need to change any of the match types, but we're going to go to handicap 1-on-3 tag. Copy the match modifier array. I'm going to actually select this in a 1v1 match, so I want to change the single match array. Double click the value at the end to put that in here. I need to fix this on this table, but if you ever see a OA, make sure to change that to 10, because this reads it as values, not as hex. So you want to make sure to go and save that edit to the match rules, and this changes the match rules for the 1v1 match. We're going to go over and select that 1v1. And John Cena is going to face off against a few superstars that just have convenient numbers to type out. But first I just want to put Justin Gabriel in there. So we need to change this match type number to this 1v3 tag, which is this 18. Gonna change that to 18. Have that locked down. Now we can minimize this and open up the other table. So left top is John Cena, right top is Justin Gabriel. We want to enable right mid and right bot. Now if you want to select a particular superstar, say if you wanted to add Mr. McMahon to the match, you can copy this 115, and he's going to go right in mid. Paste that in there. There's that first one. And now right and bot and say we want Ric Flair. This is a very odd team, but let's roll with it. Now this is where a more technical thing comes into play. You need to actually open this up in memory view. So browse this memory region. I'm going to bring this over here. So we want to change this to display type 2-byte decimal. So you can see here 327, 327. We want to go to the next one, 324. So you want to click and drag all the way over. Right click, copy to clipboard. Now what this will do is save all the match information for Justin Gabriel, and we're going to put it onto Mr. McMahon. So browse to this memory region. Right after Mr. McMahon, paste from clipboard. You see a couple changes coming in, and you want to go next to right bot. Browse to this memory region, right click, paste from clipboard. And you can actually see this third one come in. I'm not sure why it does that. I think it's because it's a manager slot that they use. And it doesn't load the model for some reason, but this should load correctly. So we've got the characters enabled. If you want to change the attires, you can with this attire byte. That's why I've included it here. Also, if you do not have the attires unlocked, you can also change the attire from here, I believe. I haven't actually tested that. But let's start this matchup. So from what I found, it'll actually load the third character in that you select, which is a weird interaction, but this game wasn't designed to have this match type actually included in the game.
The following contest is a handicap match. Approaching the ring.
So you can see here that we've got all these guys loaded in, and they're actually on the ropes like they should be. If you actually want a tornado handicap match, it's a lot easier to make. You can just go into a triple threat match and change the team of one of the characters. So now we're going to go on to one of the biggest match types in the WWE, the Royal Rumble match. Now this has a bit of interesting situation here. Make sure to not have a match type actually selected, or it won't load quite right. So it automatically loads with this match 22. That is the 30-man Royal Rumble, but we can change it to whatever number you want. If you want a 10-man Royal Rumble, you can do 20, and you can just change these first 10 participants, and those will be the ones that are loaded. If you want 20, you can go to the next 20, which I believe is about here, and of course the standard 30. But the question remains of, what do you do if you want to do all 40 guys? So let's actually go in here, edit this, hit OK, and I'm going to change participants. Gonna just change Lex Luger, and then exit, and change participants again. This is usually how I've gotten it to run. So I'm pressing down right now, and there's more characters that you can't see, but you can select. Okay, so we're going to go down from Xavier Woods for 1, 2, 3, 4 people, and then you'll end up at the top here, or at the accept. We're going to go down to Mark Henry, go 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, and it'll be down to accept. We want to go over here, go to Flash Silver, go down, enter, down, enter, down, enter, and you'll be at accept. You can edit another 10 guys into the match. Now these will load with some randomly selected characters. If you want some real surprises, it can be pretty nice to not even be able to check who it is going to be in the match. So you'll know 30, but there's going to be an extra 10 that you won't actually know, which is pretty nice if I say so myself. So you can still go down there. You can tell that there's a few extra guys down here, and that's how this happens. And when you actually start the match, it'll say all 40 competitors. So the game knows that there's 40 guys in here, and it'll run the match normally, as you can see in my demonstration video. Now there's quite a few match types in this table. I have not gone over many of them here in all honesty, but a lot of them run very similar. Once you've run through sort of these first couple, these 7 match types, you can usually handle any of these other ones. They're not very much different. A lot of them are very simple, because if you're adding the ladder rules to a triple threat match, it's exactly the same as adding the triple threat rules to a steel cage match or a table match, etc. 2 of the most interesting edits are the elimination tag, the third from the end, and then the pin and submit tag, which is the 4th from the beginning. If people want me to actually create an extra line in here to say, let's just insert one here. So it's a triple threat table elimination. And this is also going to be 70. I'm going to copy this, paste it down there. Now this just is 1. So now we've got a tag team triple threat elimination. So that match rule is right there. If you're having trouble with getting any particular match to work that you want, that has some additional rule modifiers, I can add another line in here to edit this table and increase the amount of match types we have. I almost doubled the amount of match types that we have in the game with this single mod. With a couple more requests, we could probably get past that. So let me know in the comments section what match types you want to see that aren't in this table, or what match types you had particular fun with. And if this made the game a bit better than perhaps WWE 2K15 might be, leave a like or subscribe for more. This is Posum, and I thank you for your time.